Hey, good morning, people. There we go. Look at the camera. Look at the lens. Here on this crappy morning, and a long time ago, I made a video about offset drilling, and I'm going to try to, with one hand, so this is going to be real fun, I'm going to try to show you how I get something indicated in well, I got to bore a hole, but first I got to punch a hole through with a drill bit. So I'm making a barrel vise because the one I've got is really crappy. This should help me really get a good squeeze on barrels, so it's easier to unscrew the receivers from them. But let me show you what I got going on. Flip this around. Okay, so here is my big beefy barrel vise that I made this far yesterday, and I got it in here. I got to punch a hole through it and then use a boring bar, bore it out to 1.5 inches. So here's a little setup that I showed you guys last time. I got a dead center in my live center, and then I've got a hole, or not a hole, a little divot that I center punched there. That's where my center needs to be. Now if you look closely, if I can hold this good enough, let's see here. If you look closely, of course you can't really see it on the video, but that dead center is moving. I got it fairly close, but this here will show you how much it's moving. So if I can one-handed let me see if I can get this dude moved over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take, if you see at the furthest distance here, I got it, it's almost at the 90, it's at about, focus, there we go, it's almost at the 90. The furthest distance, almost at the 10. So the 0 is dead center. So what I need to do is, let's see here, that's my high spot. So what I need to do is try to move this way. You tighten your high spots and you'll see what happens here. Watch this here. So that dude goes in, and then go over here. I will loosen this up a little bit, and this is where it's going to be fun. Let's see. Tighten this. Alright, that's my low. That's my high. Again, this is hard to do with one hand. So I'm tightening it, bringing it in. See, we're getting smaller, we're getting less run out. So same deal. Here's my high spot. We'll get that dude tightened. It's tight, so that means we gotta come over here, loosen the opposite side, tighten this one again. Now we're at about 0.02 off. So it's weird doing this looking through the camera, so you gotta bear with me here. So we'll try to get the last bit. Just cranking this dude in. Let's see here. That's my low. Try to loosen this. Too much. Damn it, I knew that was going to happen. Let's see here. Nah, dang it, it's hard to do this with one hand. Anyhow, let me finish this, and then there we go. So let me finish this, and then I'll bring you back. This is just a little short video, just to get you a better idea of what I was talking about the last time. So I will bring you guys back in 1 second. Okay, so now we're back. It took me probably 20 seconds. So I'll bring you back around and let you see what the dial indicator looks like now. You'll see that I got the thing zeroed. Alright, so now spin that dude. Let's see here. It is pretty much spot on. If you look close enough, if I had a tripod and wasn't holding this camera, you would see that it's maybe out a few tenths of a thousandth. So now when I go and start drilling and I put my dang it, I'm brain farting, it's too early for me. Oh Lord, center drill, here we go. So when I use my center drill and go ahead and start at that little divot from where I center punched, it'll be straight and it won't try to walk around. And now I know that my part is indicated dead center to where I'm drilling. So I will actually, I'll bring you back when I get to where, I don't know if I'll show you the drilling part or after I'm done or something. I don't know. I'll bring you guys back and let you see what it looks like. And I'm back again. So finally, I say finally, it really didn't take me that long. I got a hole popped through this dude. I used a 3/8 drill bit, then a 5/8, and then a 1-inch. So now I'll be able to set up my boring bar and then bore this thing out to 1.5 inches on the nose. It should mostly be done, then I've just got to weld it to a flat base plate and then mount it on my workbench. So I'll show you what I got going on here. Let me see these beautiful chips here. Always something you can appreciate when you do a lot of machine work. So there we go. 1-inch hole, and then thing looks pretty good. And then I'll set up my boring bar, put my tool holder back on, and I will bring you guys back when I get that taken care of and get that far, and you'll see what it looks like. So, see you back in a little bit. Alright folks, back again. Didn't take too long. I just had to clean up the disaster of chips, because if you want to make a mess, use a boring bar. Especially at high RPMs, the chuck slings chips all over the place, including in your beard if you got one. So I got this dude bored out finally. It's exactly to 1.500 inches, because I know, not I think, but my aluminum bar stock that I use for the barrel bushings to clamp the barrels, it's 1.5 inches. So probably a few thousandths over, but that's fine. It just means I'll get a tighter fit when I squeeze them down in my vise. So let me flip you around here and show you what it looks like. Alright, there we go. So, it's terrible to do one-handed. Boring bar, and then the perfect 1.5 inch hole. So that's a beefy barrel vise. And what I'm going to do is I've got a steel plate that's pretty long that I'm going to weld this to the steel plate, and then the steel plate will bolt down to my workbench, and I will be able to clamp barrels down and screw the receivers off of them, and hopefully to God make my life a little bit easier instead of struggling with them and then they slip. And there's some barrels out there that are extremely tight and a nightmare to mess with. So hopefully this will alleviate that problem. But anyway, back to I just wanted to make a short video. You know, this probably only end up being a couple minutes long, I would imagine, but I'm going to try to make more videos. I've been slammed with work lately, so it's kind of difficult to put down what I'm doing and try to, you know, video what I'm doing, because it
usually ends up making the job take twice as long, which I really can't do right now with the amount of work I've got. So, but I am going to try to make more videos. So if you would, like and subscribe, and that way you can get notifications anytime I come up with something different. I'll try to do some cool stuff, maybe some more machining stuff. That way people can see how things are actually done if they've ever had questions. Try to do some things that aren't really on YouTube already. But all right, people, I will see you next time.